Okay, a review of the dance steps from today from our jazz. A few things we want to keep in mind are big movements, big arms. Our jazz hands were a little rounded instead of flat to make our hands visible. Making sure our arms are doing something even while our legs are moving. So whether that's holding them still here or moving them reciprocally, which means the opposite of our leg movements, whether that's walking or whether that's taking a dance step. So practice that if you can. The other things that we focused on today were changing speeds. We did turning. We moved in all different directions, and these things are all very important for balance. Here are the steps that we did. I will give you the link to the music in this video in the description so that you can turn it on and practice these over and over again to get ready for our routine that we'll be doing. All right, so we did some isolations, which were moving the shoulder up and down independently. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You can do both sides. Then the hip, up, down. And how we did that was we pushed our toe against the ground, straighten our knee, pretend like you were bumping somebody out of the way. Bump, bring it up and out. And you can do both sides. See which side feels better. See which side is harder. Make sure you try both. We can do them together. Bring them down and up on the same side and apart. Pushing down with the hand, lifting up with, or bumping out with the hip. See which side is harder for you. Up and down and up and down and up, or together, apart. Shoulder and hip together and apart, together, apart, together, apart. Play around with that. So we have isolations. We also did step taps. With the step tap, we step to the side and just tap the other foot. Step, tap. And as we step, we were swinging the arms. The opposite arm and tap. Step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. We can make them really big. Step, tap, step, and make a little bounce down. Tap, step, tap. We also did some step togethers where we went step together, step together, step together. And we changed directions with a little tap on the last one. That's another thing that you can just play around with. And you can play around with the arm swing with that too. So nice big swings as you're stepping. And tap. Then we also had a cross step where we did, instead of just stepping to the side, we crossed over and then keeping our weight on that leg, just tapped our long leg out to the side with no real weight on it. So just touching and then cross with bent knees. That helps you be more stable and secure. And our legs are turned out a little bit. Our knees and our feet are a little outward to give our knees room to cross. And tap. You can keep your arms still, just like before, in a waist place or arms out to the side, or you can bring them in like your legs, then out and in and out, or you can play with all kinds of different things. Notice I'm traveling, so I am going to cross behind. Remember, when you're traveling backward, always check your environment to make sure nothing is in the way, nothing has changed. That's very important. So forward and backward, cross, tap steps. Two more things that we did were bouncing at the knees. So we bent down with our knees, sending our hips back. Our chest was lifted, no rounded back. Keep that chest lifted. And hands on the knees. If you want to press, that helps you become more stable and strong in your trunk or your core. Bouncing, pushing your knees forward and popping your hips out back. Bounce and bounce and bounce. The last bit of that is when you pop up, you lift your toes, up, and push, and push. Up. Stay long in your chest, bounce in your knees, toes up high. High toes help make strong shin muscles, and bounce, 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 up and up and up with the hips, up with the chest, and up with the toes. Down, up, down, up. Strong shin muscles are amazing for keeping your balance when you lose it. And we did that with a little bit of a turn. So bounce down, and then we put our feet down in a different direction. Up and turned, pivoting on our heel. To the front, to the corner, to the front, to the corner, or front, corner to the other corner. So you can take a bigger turn if you want to, or just stay forward. That'll make you nice and tired. Strengthen your trunk, which is very important for stable bodies moving through the world for balance. The last thing we did is a jazz square. I am going to do it facing away from you, and then I will do it facing you. You step sideways on your left side, and then right foot goes front. Then we cross over, and then we step back. Side, forward, cross, back. Side, forward, cross, back. If you were mirroring, it looks like this. So we stepped to the side. I go this way. If you're dancing with me, go this way, come forward, cross over, go back. This way to your left, forward, cross over, go back. Sideways, step forward, cross over, and back. Side, forward, cross, back. Remember, it's like you have an actual square that you're dancing in, just like this. You can give yourself a square to practice on. So, watch me dance on the jazz square. Side, forward, cross, back. Side, forward, cross, back. Side, forward, cross, back. Side, forward, cross, back. Can help to give yourself a visual. We learn with our eyes and with our bodies. All right, give it a try, play the song, practice those movements, just have fun with it. Remember, instead of walking, dance, play, have fun. We'll see you next time.